Hello everybody and welcome to the Hillsborough County Hiking Spree 2022. My name is Catherine if you're new to the channel, and we're going to kick it off today here at my favorite hike, Little Manatee River State Park. It is a beautiful day out today. It's like low 70s. It's great. And I have done a few videos here before, but I wanted to do a new one, and the reason why is because things do change on the trail. So last time I was here a couple weeks ago, some of the grass was cut, which was great. We had a lot of issues with like super tall grass before. And also, even since the last time I was here a couple weeks ago, the road has been repaved. And so I wanted to also show you the video of when I'm driving into the parking area, because for somebody that's never been here before, I know I would be quite suspect if I was them, and it's just kind of a really weird way to get in over here. You know, is it even open, especially if you don't see other cars here? But I promise you, this north trailhead is open, and we're gonna go and hike it today. So as you can see, there used to be another kind of like entrance over there. That's gone now, which is fine. But we do still have this entrance here. Now, just keep in mind, I do have the state pass for both Hillsborough County as well as for the Florida state parks. If you do not have the state pass, it is a $5 fee, and you can get the payment right here in this little yellow box. Okay, last time I was here, the north part of the trail is actually closed. It's actually a 6-mile loop, and the north 3 miles were closed, but we'll see if that's open today. And the other thing I want to show you is that you will see on the path today the North Hiking Trail Hiking Spree designated trail. Here you can also pay with a credit card, and then inside of here there are some maps and some information. The trail is very well marked. You really don't need that, but if you want to grab a map, they are here as well. I'm here on the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. There was only one other car when I got here, but there actually is another person that just pulled up as well. If you come on the weekends, it is very, very busy here. However, it's a very big trail, and so most of the time you're just, maybe once in a while you'll pass somebody. It's not super heavily crowded though. So even if you see a lot of cars, don't worry about it. It's never crowded here. This is one of my favorite parts of the trail. It's when you first come in. I'll show you. It looks like kind of like a fern valley, and we have another "Welcome to Little Manatee River State Park Hiking Trail" sign here. Make sure you do wear appropriate shoes here, because it does get muddy in a lot of places. So, you know, sneakers are pretty much okay. This is not a super technical trail, but you definitely don't want to be casually walking this in some kind of basic sandals or anything like that. Especially these boards, these can get very slippery. You can see where someone put their foot in right there. The boards do get very slippery, and even up here we have a really, really big mud patch. Now up here there is a sign that indicates the Hiking Spree trail is to the left. However, I've done this trail many, many times, and I actually much prefer going to the right. So I usually do this in a counterclockwise loop, and that's the loop that I will be doing today, just so that you guys can follow. Now, the other thing is that said that it was a 6.2 mile trail. That is accurate if you do the entire trail. However, we're going to do the cutoff, so it's only going to be the 2.9-ish miles that Hillsborough County advertises this hike as. You may see a few of these informational placards, but honestly, I think most of them are damaged at this point or have broken. They haven't replaced them. One thing that is relatively new, and I will show you when I come across one, is they recently did a lot of trail work, and you'll see on the back half of the trail, like a lot of this was overgrown grass, but what they also did was they also added, there's one, they added nice new trail blazes. So it's really, really bright neon trail blaze. So like I said, you don't really need a map because it's a big circle, and the trail is very, very well marked. As you can see, this is, because we're going the wrong direction, this is going to be another one of those trail markers as well. You will see a few of these kind of boardwalk slash bridges throughout the trail as well. We are in a wetlands area. The big trail has a lot more of them if you were to continue and do the full like 6.2 mile trail. But on this one, there's just a few of those. But we'll point them out when we come across them because that's always kind of fun. Here's another small bridge. You do hear a lot of rustling in the leaves here. 99% of the time it's a squirrel or a bird. So if you're a little skittish about wildlife coming here, don't be too concerned. But this one is actually going over some water. This bridge in particular can get really slippery. You can see kind of the mud footprint there as well. And this one also is not in the best shape. You can see the boards kind of bending and moving. A lot of them are rotten out. So if there's one bridge to kind of be a little cautious of here, it's definitely that one. The main reason I like going counterclockwise is because if you go clockwise, you're going to hit the river first. And to me, that's kind of like a reward towards the end that I prefer. And the other reason why is because this northern side of the trail is also a lot more sunny. So I kind of like getting it out of the way first. This is Brandon's bench. I really don't know the story behind this, but you will see this bench before you come to the intersection here. Now you can continue straight on the yellow trail and that'll bring it to a whole 6 miles, or in order to go on that 2.9 loop, you're going to cross here on the blue, the cross trail. Right here is where the trail connects. So if you had done that big long loop, it would have dumped you out right here. And I'll actually show you. I'll just spin around real quick. So yeah, so it says for short loop, we're gonna go that way, and the trailhead is 1.6 miles. So at this point, this really is the halfway point, because for the trailhead, 1.6 miles, and it's a 2.9 mile, so we have 1.5, and we also do have the hiking spree halfway there sign. So let's continue. This little stream is always so beautiful. You can hear the water rippling. It's a really nice little beacon of your halfway mark. I don't know about you, but there's always something so kind of cool about seeing one of these bridges in the woods. Now, one thing I want to show you about this trail is you can kind of see on the ground all this these grass clippings. Well, see this grass on the side here? At one point, it was covering the entire trail, and it was literally almost as tall as I am, and it was horrible to walk through here. So again, like if you had seen one of my videos, I don't know if I captured this over the summertime. I actually stopped coming here because the grass was so bad. But you can see where they cut all this grass back. So again, that's why I again say it's important to do videos at different times of the year so that you can see how the trails are changing. Now, one thing that you also mention on this trail are the number markers. I don't remember from the beginning, there's either 12 or 13 of these. And so they're going to go, when you go down, when you go counterclockwise with what I did, the numbers are going to go down. So when we hit the cross trail over there, that started at number 4, and now we just hit number 3. So that's also kind of an indicator for you that you're going in the correct direction. Now, this is the one part of the trail that can be a little bit confusing because you can kind of see an old or a self-made path here, but that's not the path. So this tree has 2 yellow markers, and whenever you see 2 yellow markers, it means a direction shift. So this is saying you're going to go to the left at any fork. So again, I'll back up a little bit so you can see. So again, it's a little hard to tell on camera, but there's kind of a self-made trail here. This is the main trail, and so that's why that's indicating bear left. When you hit this point of the trail, this is the halfway mark from the cross trail back to the main kind of like cut off where we came from. Now this is also new, okay? So as you can see here, it's telling you to go right. This used to be the trail. And if you actually look in my old videos, you could see where I go this way. And this was the trail. But at some point in the past few months, and I don't know when, this sheared off. So again, this used to be the trail. You can see where it goes right here as well. And then all of this just eroded off the cliff. All right, so make sure you don't try to go this way anymore. You are going to have to go that back route. But again, once you hit here, you're pretty much halfway done with this hat for the trail. And I don't really like that back half, and so that's another reason why I like to go this way. I like to go counterclockwise so I can avoid it. Sometimes if you look closely, especially when you get more in the sun over there, you can see like schools of fish in the river. So this is definitely a nice place to always take a little break, take a breather before you finish up. Okay, I'm now at the other side where I came this way, but used to be able to go that way. I also want to show you this. So here you can also see the trail along this edge, and probably because of the erosion issue, they're now telling you to go around this way as well. But again, if you look at my old videos, this used to be the path. Continuing down that same path even more, here's more evidence that that used to be the path. So I'll show you this one more time. As you can see, it used to go right through that way. And also there's a path this way, but now they want you to stay on this path here. This one is going to be the largest bridge that you will come across on this trail. And one thing that I forgot to mention before is if you hear like yelling or something like that in this patch of the woods, it's actually usually from the kayakers, or canoers that are on the actual river. So especially if you come on the weekends, you will hear a lot of like loud talking because the voices on the river certainly do echo. So just be advised that that's probably what it's for. And also you will come to this point here, and I do want to show you where this goes. So if you want to go and actually go down to the river, you can go down this little path. Just keep going all the way down, and there's actually a nice little sandbar down there that you can stand on and take a better look at the river from. A little further down there is actually another path as well that you can also walk down to that same landing. The only issue is that when you get down there, it's very, very steep. So just be advised that that's quite the drop off down there. I've done it before, and it's a little tough to go down and get back up. One more bridge for you. This one is the highest bridge that you come across. It's also over water, and because it's so high, it does have the railings as well. As you can see, we are over some water down there. Now the water level does change throughout the year. A lot of these water levels are higher than I normally see during the summer. So again, that's why this trail is so great to come at different times of the year, because it always looks a little bit different. Over in this section, you can see there's a large pond back there, but you really can't see it much from the trail. But this section of the trail I always liken to like the raptor scene in Jurassic Park, because the grass over here is always super, super tall. And I always find it to be really interesting. You know, this time of the year we can see through there a little bit better and actually more make out of the pond. But yeah, you can really see, like, look at all this cut grass. Like, this grass was all, no joke, 5-6 feet tall. And usually in this area, this is where you're most likely to see like a tortoise or something. I used to see them all the time through here. But let me show you. Okay, see how tall this shrub is? That's how tall the grass usually is in here. So this is really nice to see that they did cut all this back. I'm telling you, like, it all depends on what time of the year you come here, because most times of the year it is really, really tough walking through this. The only thing I like about walking this way counterclockwise is, you know, we get closer and closer to the road. You can hear the cars a little bit more. And on some days you can actually, you're in the flight path of Bradenton Sarasota International Airport. And so you get a lot of airplane traffic. And it's just kind of, to me, it's a really cool dynamic between the nature and the industrial side of things in this area of the state. Overall, I only passed 3 people on the trail. They were all going the opposite direction as me, which shows you that most people do go that clockwise way around. But I'm telling you, the counterclockwise is so much better. All right, here we are. This is the arguably best part of the hike. We are back to that initial fork in the trail where we started, right here. And of course, back to the trailhead. Great hike. One thing that I've decided that you guys can be really confident on is I am not going to do any hiking trail review videos unless it's at least the second time I've been on a hiking trail. I found that like last year when I was doing a lot of hiking trail videos and kind of exploring it for the first time and documenting it, the information doesn't help anybody. It really doesn't. And I want to be informative and I want to speak with authority. So from now on, any hiking video that you see from me in Florida that is, especially like the Hillsborough County Hiking Spree, it's going to be something that I've done at least once before, okay? So that way you can watch these with authority. So thank you so much. I'm almost back to the car. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to see you on the trails, especially out here in Hillsborough County for the Hiking Spree 2022. All right, goodbye.